y'all, so I wanted to tell you guys about something I experienced today. It's not my typical video of teaching, but I'm wondering if this is a sign. And as I'm recording this, it's 2:24, just to give you guys the scope of it. So, and I'll even put the timestamp on it if I can. But either way, I was going to where I needed to go this morning, and I was feeling extremely sad today. I mean, this morning I was just in the car crying, looking up to the sky, just feeling like I don't want to be here no more. I'm very sad. Like, I don't show it on here, but my soul is very grieved. I cry every day. So I was really crying this morning, like heading to where I needed to go, just driving, just crying. And it was like a painful one, because it felt like my soul was just like, ugh. And I look up while I'm driving on the highway, and I see a license plate that says Fox 224. And usually whenever I see numbers, I look it up in the Hebrew Strong Concordance to figure out what it means. And usually when I get a lot of signs with license plates. Like, I'm not even kidding, guys. Like, in a video I recorded a few days ago, I was talking about Star Wars, and then I saw a license plate that said Obi-Wan. So I was like, oh, I get a lot of messages through license plate, and it said Fox, and clearly I go by Naomi Fox. So it said Fox 224. I look up the Hebrew Strong Concordance, and it says it means the word URIM, which is the meaning of light. I actually wrote down what it actually means, because I found this interesting, very interesting indeed. So it says that it's the brilliancy of the figures in the high priest of the breastplate, and it also means revelation and truth, and it represents lights and perfection, and high priest attached to the ephod. So when I looked up the definition, it says I hope I'm pronouncing this right. The oracular brilliancy of the figures in the high priest's breastplate, right? Representing lights and perfection. Remember that lucky number 7 on my head? I hate it. But that actually means completion, perfection, 7. So it said most scholars suspect that the phrase refers to a set of 2 objects used by the high priest to answer a question or reveal the will of God. And it also mentioned that God speaks through the Urim and Thummim. And it also referenced like a scripture, 1 Samuel 14:41. The Urim was an object given to the Israelites by God to be used by the high priest for revelation purposes as well as protection. And I found that particularly interesting because in Hebrews, it actually talks about Christ being our high priest. So I was like, ooh, what are you trying to tell me? I found that interesting, especially, the father of all lights. Urim is representative of lights, and it specifically said Fox in front of that number. So could that be a sign? And I got a lot of signs in license plate. I told you guys, like, it's crazy, yo. And while I was searching it, you get your other relative searches, and then it brought up Genesis 2:24, which is a man shall leave his father and his mother to cleave onto his wife and become one flesh. So I just found this very interesting. I wanted to share this with you guys if any of you have some insight or maybe some perspective that you could share with me. But I did find that interesting, that I was so upset I was crying. I was just feeling like I just want to give up. Like, really, I'm just very sad, guys. I don't show it, but I am. And I was crying, like bawling tears, and then I see this license plate. So I do think that it is a sign, just because of what happened prior to how I was feeling, and then that kind of like sprinkling of hope, because he knows how I get when I get these little messages like in the license plate or words or things like that. So, I just found that interesting. And me, I had to do even more research, and I found that in fact 224 represents the tribulation period. So I don't know what that all means. I don't know what he was saying, but I also break down the definition of what I read, because I got to understand what I'm reading. So oracular means the oracle, and it relates to having divine messages, infallible messages, right? That's what it relates to. So I found all of this interesting. And then even the high priest ephod, I'm going to put the definition in here. These are it's interesting because they had, even Samuel and David were found to be wearing an ephod. And the ephod is a symbol of the unity of the people, and it represents the 12 tribes of Israel. So, you know, I'm just looking at this and I'm like, you know, like the conspiracy meme where it's like, oh, I'm drawing these lines. I mean, I don't know. I could be looking really into it, but I don't think so, because the way I was feeling this morning was not good. Not good at all. No, seriously, I was really crying. So, you know, I don't know, but I do think it gave me some hope. So I hope this, guys, maybe could help you feel a little bit better if you're going through something right now, because I think the pieces are going to fall together in the puzzle soon. So yeah, that was it. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.